With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here you go, bro.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Is it really?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
yeah.
Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Still fighting. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Niner defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as they'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Shedding the tackle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Leary. And that's
what in
the contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Able to find Willis. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now it's Lockett. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. At their own 46-yard line.
Go to Orlando, and I just don't know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Just named to watch in general across the board.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right to 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down. But give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Got maximize resources, get guys by partners are up for an edge, corner skill players. This is not all the same. Blue collar mindset.
Here's Leary. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10. Leary now going to look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
My bias.
Operating
it's
from
like
the gun.
Time that I've spent
Leary.
watching college football, but
And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary.
Instinctively, my answer is yes, but I would need to break it down.
That one ended up incomplete.
It's weird because it really depends on what your view of Iowa State games are. You view that as
they missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw again.
Have a basic coaches.
I would much rather
He's caught, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And one coach, they've actually sustained for a while. And they do have buy-in.
Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
I feel like what was taking place, because I'm sure I wasn't the only one, what no coach wants you to be doing, was Googling Ryan Day
Off the
buyout.
bootleg. Leary
I found $37 million, I think was the number, which for a fan base that raised the money quickly to get $20 million for that roster, you know, that appetite is there. They probably could afford it. One of the richest athletic departments there. I think it's the only way that happens if it's a first round exit. Like if it's a hangover from this game, they're still the 3rd best odds to win the national championship. They still could win this.
The 49er
I
offense
feel
set
like
to
we
get
saw
this
the fabric
drive
of that
underway.
team. Totally.
These guys definitely hoping
Who's
for a better showing in their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says it's absolutely important. You start a drive from deep in your own territory. The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
That they won't get a
didn't
bye.
that done.
That means they've got to win first round, quarterfinal, semifinal, and the natty. They've got to win 4 games.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Already
Gets this
against
one
some
to
of the best
use
teams
check.
in the entire country.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
The one thing to consider, though, is a couple years ago they lost to Michigan. It's horrible.
First man through, it's the fullback use check.
Then they nearly
And
beat
down he
Georgia.
goes at the 45
And had they pulled
after
that
a
off,
pickup of
they're
9.
beating DC.
And that's a nice game by him on first down, picking up some key
That
yards.
locker room unites and rallies around all the crap that's going on outside.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard.
Like us against the world, because we know Ohio State has done that before. And they give us an incredible effort in the college football playoff. Maybe they lose the next 3 or 4 weeks to get healthier, and they look better.
To the 48.
Not completely ruling it
It's a
out,
7-yard gain
but
there.
just
It's good
5.
enough to move the chains. Mason going to get it on first down. Got a pretty big hole as he's down.
Yeah, that tracks.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That
Look at
fits the
Conley,
bill.
that's plus. It's more. Like 14.
Play
So,
action, and now here's
I'm
Purdy
not
to
saying
throw
nothing,
it.
but he
Here's
has
a
a bunch of
diving
5
catch right side. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first
Do you think
down.
any of these teams in this year's playoff will win a playoff game? Yes.
Here's Purdy.
Let's
That's
go back.
complete to the tight end, Sauber. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
This Texas
That'll
team
give him
had
8
last
that
year.
time. And that'll bring
This
up a
Texas
second
team
down
beat
in
last
just a
year.
couple.
Did do basketball. So, I mean, last year's Texas team was better.
Samuel in motion.
Worthy, and you have the. I don't think they were better defensively last year. think they had a great defensive line, but I think the
open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Don't you think this is the new normal? I haven't shown it so far.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Touchdown, 49ers! Jordan Mason.
Don't you think this is the new normal? Like, don't you think this is what we're going to get?
His guys now an
Allen
extra
spreading
point
around.
away from taking a 3-score lead.
South Carolina.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Deeply invested in the national landscape of sport in November. That's new. Like,
Here's Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
You know, there are a lot of outcomes that could have happened with this football team playoff, like get sick as a C team or something.
Good return up past the 30.
I think for the sport,
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first
everybody
half
really
of
feels
action.
like they have a chance, even not Florida State fans, obviously, but many teams feel like they have a chance, even.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
Well, no, but
Changes in the college football rankings and going under the hood with a fun further review.
Offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll throw with Leary. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Leary.
Oh my God.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Leary. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Back to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch...
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. We'll see if they can get their focus back.
No problem there on the extra point. And it leads down to a field goal. 17-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Seahawks 14.
That is funny. Not that you getting can't.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The whole fiasco with the knife.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And then
Charles,
that
in
will
that first
tell
half,
us
we
the
saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
One team to make an argument
pretty darn well,
either
don't we?
begin
Because his game planning
best that you
is
lose this
always
scenario.
on point. And now
The second team in that order is going to start taking aim at
the
Indiana.
offense that you already
We'll lose an
referenced in the
argument.
first half. He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Power rank. more like setting odds or using like a power
first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
I think Alabama's the most likely because it's the easiest argument to make to win against Georgia. I think Ole Miss
and South Carolina.
And South Carolina.
Second down and 6 now.
In order. I think that Ole Miss may be the least likely.
Leary. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Thank you, Brett Bielema, and all the league.
They've got down into the red zone in no time at all.
This
This is what they can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up.
Ole Miss has got the Georgia win.
Right.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Does it matter if Georgia beats Texas for Alabama's case?
Yes.
So if you have a win over this
Running
champion,
left is Walker.
it helps.
And able to go down, but he does reach the
Around if you're playing these playoff markets right now because our friends at FanDuel have SMU make it at minus 390 and plus 280 to miss. As that number is 100 cents.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So if you like the no side, FanDuel definitely where you want to play that. Yeah, like yes side,
Here's Walker.
maybe.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the
Miami
whole
also
package.
include
And
that in
package
the
just wrapped up the runner for a
with
loss.
those SEC 3. I don't think Miami's going to, if there's only one spot available, I don't think Miami at 10-2 is jumping ahead of one of those SEC 3.
Something helpful.
Leonard Floyd, the
Avoid that altogether.
Bulldog, finding his way into the
That's
backfield.
the only thing I was thinking about. Like last year, they had the Miami, Alabama,
And he
Texas.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You're going to
And
choose.
those two just
You
haven't
had
been
the
in sync
head-to-head.
thus far. They've done a
So they
nice
just
job
got
against
both.
him, but
Is
still,
there a way that they can't
with
pick
his
between these
talent,
three?
Oh,
It's like,
shoot.
them to
let's
have
get
more
the
completions
Miami.
to him in this
They're
game.
10-2.
And this
Don't
one
even have
is
to answer
no
any
good.
questions
He
about
missed
the
it.
9-3
And
team.
instead of tying
They
it
could,
up,
but
they'll
then
remain
Greg
down by
Sankey
3.
storms into the
So
room.
first and goal quickly
Yeah.
turns into fourth and goal.
Like he
and
did
then
at
fifth and
halftime
goal
of the
turns
Georgia
into
Georgia
no
Tech
points
game.
whatsoever.
That's a
He
very
lays down
disappointing
the ball.
sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the
Martin
kicker
took
to
a
run over to
page
his head coach and
from,
explain
the
that
NCAA
one.
Tournament Selection Committee. Oftentimes, they are looking
Brought
for
down at the 22
do you have
after a
wins
gain of
against
2.
teams that are in our
Brings up
field.
second down.
If they are to
In the
follow
first
that,
half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel
Everybody
fortunate
else
about that.
is
If they
gonna
can
have to
actually
win
get production
against the
from
team
the
in the
lead
field.
horse,
Yeah.
that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah. But I think that's the easy one
On the
to
quick
explain
handoff,
away,
it's Juszczyk.
rather than it being an easy road to put them
And he
in.
was able to shed
So
one
South
tackle,
Carolina
but could
is
not
great
get away
for
from
Texas.
there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3
And
yards
fourth
shy
place.
of the first down marker, and
Right.
now it's third down.
No.
South
Are they actually rooting for
That was a
SMU
throwback
because
right
they
there to
let
see the
them
big
go
man
at market?
with football,
Correct.
running,
Correct.
knocking people
They're looking
aside,
for
and
SMU
picking
so
up
that
yardage.
closes out of the
That
paint,
takes
and
me back
SMU
to the
is not an
60s, the
athletic team.
70s, when
I think so
fullbacks
too, but
ruled
there
the
is
earth.
some possibility that that game is largely irrelevant to them because
He's
once it
got
wins,
his
then they have a
target.
win.
That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to
Texas
get
is
the third
definitely
down
moved over.
conversion.
Like, man,
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space.
Well, hey,
and
we
comes
got
up with a really
we'll
nice
do this on
game.
Tuesday night again as well when we react to
Straight
those
ahead,
rankings.
here's Mason. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Purdy going to get it to Pearson on the RPO. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion right, Debo. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Debo Samuel with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers will add to their fourth quarter lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Leary. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Leary. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Mason, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Moody for the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Leary, flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Leary. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And it's the 49ers who recover it. And that ought to just about do it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for San Francisco, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta.